Okay, so GBN was on the scene of a fatal accident in Munjaloo, St. George that claimed the life of two individuals, a male and a female occupant that was in the vehicle at the time. One of the persons were identified as Jeffrey, a 57-year-old taxi driver from Springs in St. George. And spoke to Inspector Ryan Smith, officer attached to the traffic department, who gave us some preliminary information into the accident.
I can confirm that there was a fatal accident occurred in the area where authorities knew run into a back room of a house, resulting in two fatalities. Yes, it have to go to the court system in the form of an inquest. So the inquest will be happening as to the an investigation have to take place and an inquest will be taken into to know the circumstances. Yes, there were persons in the house at the time of the accident. No, at this time there are no identification of the bodies as yet. So the investigation continues to ensure that those persons are properly identified. Respond about 1300 hours at 1 p.m. Well, the investigation continues in the matter in terms of determining the cause of the accident and so on, and then they would have to have an inquest into the matter.
Jeffrey's head was separated from the rest of his body, ending up on the top of the house, while the rest of his body remained trapped inside the vehicle with the second occupant. It took hours to retrieve the body from inside the wreckage, which had to be pulled out from inside of the house by a tow truck. GBN spoke to the homeowner, who gave her recollection of the horrific incident.
I recall I was in the middle room because it's a 3-bedroom house, and I was in the middle room with my son, and we was on the bed, and I heard like galvanized coming down, but I wasn't sure exactly where it was coming down, and then the next thing I just heard a loud bang. So I just pick up my child and I just fly out from the room, and as I fly out from the room I saw pieces of concrete in the hallway. So I go in the living room, because my mom was in the living room, and I asked her if she's okay. She said yes. So I say, come. We come back by the back room, but the door, it jammed. I don't know if it's with the impact with the rubble, it got jammed. So I said, okay, let's go out in the veranda and come up the step. I come up the step, I saw half of the vehicle inside the house. And that's how my evening ended. And yeah, because I also saw the license plates and my mind just run on the owner one time. And then, to be quite honest, I saw half a head on top of the roof. So I'm still trying to figure out how the accident happened. It was like a freak accident, Final Destination, something along that line, but it was scary.
Okay. Reporting from the scene of the unfortunate fatal accident in Munjaloo, St. George, I am Chrislina John for GBN News.